What's up, everybody? I'm just like gonna let the stream build for a few minutes and warm up just for a little bit and see what we can do. It's a beautiful night. It's a full moon out here. Let me know in the comments, etc., or in the chat if it sounds okay or whatever. So the goal is to work on some songs. One that I was doing like a week ago, and some new stuff. So thanks for popping in. I hope you stick around and listen. What you hear wouldn't hurt if you subscribed or any of that type of typical stuff. So let's just jump in. This is like a punk rock kind of based song. It's called Freakout. You'll notice I'm playing a different guitar than last time, but this is my Franken Strat. It's a hammer that I've added some pickups and stuff to. It's a lot of fun. So check this out. This is called Freakout. Oh no, I have a metronome. Stay tuned. Hold on. Oh, don't go anywhere. This is gonna help. So I have this really cool vintage metronome here. I inherited it from hey, thanks. I inherited this from my aunt. It's pretty cool. It's an old analog, you know, wind up style. This is some notes that I have here on the inside that give me a few song names and some times. So we can dial this in and that'll help keep me, because I get excited and I want to play things fast. So it's pretty cool, like the mechanism where you can see it has this weight that moves up and down this shaft, and it's key wound here. So let's see, I think this is up there in the 140 BPM area. Let's see what this does. I think that'll work. Let's see. Started that in the wrong key, my bad. Let's try that from the top. That's just about as far as I've gotten into that solo there. Yeah, it does need some cowbell for sure. I think the metronome almost gets that across. So the climbing little bit there in the solo is where I'm at with the writing. Let me just shut this down for a second while I walk you guys through it. So I'm going up a version of the main riff. something like that. And from there, I'm going to go into a little bit of some type of a lick up top. That would be like the proper little key to put it in, but we'll see. Somewhere in that neighborhood. And the bridge fits in there real nice, that part where it flips over. I just have to actually put the effort in and do the down picking through that whole part. The whole thing should really be down picked for the and for everybody who's joining in, thanks for jumping in the comments and in the chat. I really appreciate it. Go back and read through it. There's just a lot of support. I'm really feeling it. I appreciate you guys. So the song, format-wise, it starts on the chorus. So where you join in, it goes. That's the chorus, and then the faster part, that's the verse. And we had a death in the community this past week, and it really hit hard. The singer Lou from Sick of It All passed. He's come to a type of esophagus cancer. It's tragic. He's a young guy, about my same age, as a matter of fact, and just somebody that I looked up to immensely, and I think so many of our generation did. And he had a very unique energy and vocal style and stuff, and it's something that I'd been posting on Instagram and Facebook, that I've been listening to a lot of his music to get the inspiration for the vocal over this. And it's very screamy, it goes freak out like over every hit where I'm playing. I think this is G. Freak out, freak out, freak out, freak out, all through the song. It's really about what I think we all need to do these days, because I'm freaking out. I hope I understand that a lot of my friends are as well. So freak out, freak out, freak out. The time's now. So the times now are the stabs with this little refrain there. It almost sounds, like the part. So. And then over the verse, it's going to be like a very 16th note, again, matching the rhythm of the guitar. I was writing down some of the lyrics that I've fleshed out so far in my trusty Trapper Keeper. It sounds so cool. It sounds like my childhood. I love it. So I don't know if we're gonna get into lyrics or not, but let me just get this all opened up and see. There's kind of like my format. Here's a fun fact. Here's my very first tattoo stencil, first of all time, that I made this past weekend while I was hanging out with my son. Really cool stuff. More on that in another time and place. But let me bust out my notepad, and I have a pencil. Bear with me like 1 second, and I'm gonna see what I did with that pencil. I have a really neat school desk over here. Maybe it's on there. Oh, duh. Here it is. All right, let's get back to it. Staying hydrated. Don't y'all worry about me. Got the hydration mix in there. It's pretty salty. All right. Don't believe a thing you see, and even less of what you read. Freakout. The Times Now. I guess that's all I have at the moment, but it's a good start. You can get where I'm coming from. Don't believe a thing you see, and even less of what you read. Freakout. Let me just I'm going to play through that a little bit. I apologize if it's monotonous or whatever, but I need to practice, and that's kind of what I'm out here to do. So play through it a couple times. Into the solo, it's going to get choppy, but, you know, that's the nature of it. Yo, what's up, Girdler? Thanks, man. I appreciate you hopping in while you're at work, dude. It means a lot. Everybody that pops in, thank you guys for stopping in and listening to just this little bit of experimentation. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Damn it. We were going for a second there. One more time from the top. Sorry, there's a car outside. If you guys could see where I'm at, it's just an open garage, but we're not at quiet hours yet. We'll keep going. I got inside my own head. Let me just start. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was a mess. My bad, my bad. not supposed to say that on here, I don't think. Oh, that was fun. Yeah, so the solo is new to me. I'm gonna have to keep working on that. It's supposed to go up a similar scale, so. I don't know, some lickage in there. I haven't really figured it out yet, but can't emphasize enough how when you're writing music or you're playing, you should play to a metronome. I'm here like, you know, cramping up, but it's so important to get the downstrokes and everything in this type of vibe. I don't know. It feels a little too standard, like that intro to the solo. So I don't know. I don't know where I'm gonna leave that one. I haven't figured out the metronome pattern to that one just yet, because it's supposed to be like a 5/4 thing. These things don't really perform too well unless they're on a flat, level surface, so I don't know. That was a lot of fun. It feels really good to work that out. Sometimes, oh, sorry. Sometimes when I'm just doing my thing, it's more like noodling that you do. It's not exactly like 100% practice. So it's important to set aside some dedicated time and practice. So we're writing some songs together. I have a lot of ideas I'm trying to get out there, and this is just part of like doing it collaboratively and keeping myself accountable and sharing this whole thing at the same time. So the song we're working on again is called Freakout. That's kind of the format. Going into the solo, and there's only one more repetition through, I guess what you call the verse riff, and then it's out. The lyrics so far, don't believe a thing you see and even less of what you read, freak out. The time's now, and I don't think I'll noodle around on the second verse yet, but if anything kind of pops in, if anybody has any recommendations, the idea is to just capture the fact that, like, where is the revolution right now? Where are the angry people anymore? I don't understand. But one way of motivating a whole bunch of people and getting a point across is with music. And I hope that's what this song turns into. And I appreciate you guys tuning in and listening this far. Another song I'd like to share with you guys. This is a song that I'm writing that it's very pointed in its meaning and its verbiage, and it's a little bit of my own frustration, with people who place a ton of blame, just go out of their way every day to think about whose fault everything is except for their own. And it's called You. It's a part of a bunch of songs that I've been trying to write in higher keys. It's so prominent these days for bands to write in drop tuning or whole step down. What I love, Ben calls it sad but tuning. I love that. And I was playing these songs in the last video in a lower tuning, and I just wasn't happy with it. I watched it back, And I was like, oh man, that's not where it's supposed to be. Because when I started writing these songs, I was going out of my way to write in like higher keys, some as high as A, and I really want to be different and I want to stand out. So U is up there, and it uses a lot of my kind of my go-to tropes, which is like open strings and not trills, not necessarily slides, but a little bit of that Anthrax from the days of past. This one definitely has an Anthrax sound to it, so about the same key, about the same time as Freakout. We'll keep it right there just for shits and giggles. No, definitely slower. Hold on. Maybe that's good enough. Oh, I fucked it up, guys. Hold on, one more time. It's a little too slow. I'm gonna take the time to just dial this in a little bit because it's fun. Look at this metronome. So I get to like, you have this weight here, and there's this very satisfying click as it goes up and down this part. But a little bit faster, slide it down, makes it a little bit faster. One, two, three, four. Damn, I'm really mixing up the second half there. Hold on. A little something like that. So let me run through it again and see if we can fall into a little bit of a better Russian a little bit. I'm going to adjust the metronome slightly slower. We'll see where that lands. there it is. So that one's called You. It's got a little bit of a swing behind it. Again, it's like in a punk rock vibe. I kind of picture like a Buddy and the Hollies type of a image or something. I don't know. Uh, the vocals are completely written. Again, like Freakout, deals with a lot of repetition. I have some need for what I think they call gang vocals in this one. So in the beginning of every phrase of the verse goes you never listen. It's very what do they call it? Unison. So the vocal melody goes pretty much right along with the guitar sound and melody. So each line starts with a gang vocal where everybody says you, and it's like you never listen, you never learn, you point your finger, you at everyone. And it goes back and forth in that theme throughout the whole song. So in my mind, when I was writing that, when I was coming up with that little hook, it reminded me of like a Muppet Show sketch where you have all the sock puppets and they come in from different angles and stuff. And you very clearly and easily know that like it's a gang vocal. So when it comes in, it says you, it's like all these different voices mixing into that one, whatever note that is. And then that happens again in the other. Thank you. Hey, thanks, babe. My wife, Melissa, she's out there. Everybody say hi in the chat. Appreciate you guys. And I love the dynamic of that slide back and forth. And it does that again. Very Anthraxy. And it's got that, I don't think you could call it a solo, but it's that little surf rock lick that. It's fun. It's fun. That one has like just makes you shake your butt a little bit, I think, and that's part of the fun of walking that line between punk rock and a heavier music. So far that's Freakout, and then you heard You, and I have a few more. I don't want to get like too far ahead of myself here, but those are the two that I think are the farthest down the road, and have tempos and lyrics and everything assigned to those. So I think from here, the process is going to very much be like starting to record those two in particular, and then the process that I'd like to share of how that happens. I'm gonna be doing it a lot here. I've recorded, I've had the fortune of recording in some really good studios, and during the pandemic I recorded on my laptop and I got like literally just as good of results. So there's a lot of possibilities in the world here, and that's the fun of doing this, and you guys are going to get a little bit of a view and a window into all of that, so I appreciate it. I have this, should I share one more? I don't know, maybe I could share like one more. It's a full moon, it's a beautiful night, it's a little warm out here. I should get a little bit of a sip. And yeah, we're at half an hour. I think I'm gonna cut it here, and hopefully I'll jump on a little bit sooner than this time. I think it's been about 8 or 9 days since the last time I hopped on. But I'll do it sooner, and I'll show you guys what's left. I had to figure out that solo, and maybe we'll jam on some other stuff. I don't want this to be too much like format driven, so maybe we'll just turn up some effects and jam on the next one as well. That would be fun to do some improv and stuff. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. I know you guys, I know everybody here pretty much personally, but if you happen to see this and you want to see a little bit more of the journey and what we're up to, there'll be a link in my description or whatever for my Instagram, where I'm active pretty much every day. And I want to give a shout out to my friends over there and my homies, just to say, if you're watching this, you've already chosen to be awesome, but wake up tomorrow and choose awesome again, and do that every day, no matter what. If it's tough, just pet a dog or catch some sunshine. Oh, thanks for tuning in, Travis, dude. I see you. I really appreciate it, brother. I know you shred, so I have a lot to look up to and a lot to learn from all my friends out there that play music and love music. And any tips or any criticism or any critique is all welcome, of course. You know, what I'm showing here is just basically the bare bones. Now I'm defending it because Travis is in here. He's a good... Everybody check out Travis Hill, Travis Hill Blues on Instagram. He's a really talented dude. You know, every day we wake up and we do it again, and he's really doing his thing. So I really appreciate it, buddy. So we'll see you in the next one. Let me know what you guys want to see. I have some, pretty much about 20 songs that are written. And you know, this is the easiest way to share them. I'm just putting the parts out there and stuff. There's licks here and there, and when we start to double the guitars, there's going to be some harmonies and things. So this is very much just like the skeleton of what I'm writing, but what I really want, the feedback and the understanding is, you know, does the beat make you shake your head or tap your foot? Like, that's really what we're out here to capture. And I think that's where we're at with these two tunes. You know, I really like Freakout. It's headbanging, you know, it's faster tempo. The vocals do a lot for it. The fact that it's just shouting and you can hear how completely sick of the world that this world has become, I am, and I really hope to charge people's batteries enough to freak out. Like, it's time, you know, time's now, as it says in the song. And then that one's near and dear to me. That's the very first song that I wrote during the pandemic. I got a guitar for Christmas. My wife gifted me. You'll see it. It's on my Instagram for sure. And I would just sit around and I was playing that, the hook in that one. Pretty much the first thing I ever wrote. So yeah, I really want to show you guys a little bit more. I don't feel like stopping yet. We have pretty good battery happening here. Let me go check the generator, and I'll just let that feedback for a second. We're actually kind of killing it. Still 80% left on the generator. I have a really slick electric generator. It's super quiet. All right. Uh, Here's a little taste of this one. Call this one Eastwood High, and it's about a school shooting. I grew up in Coral Springs, Florida, and that's many of you guys probably know the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas mass shooting. It's a very sad time in my memory. And even though I went to school in Fort Lauderdale at a magnet school for the arts and performing arts. A lot of my friends and a lot of the people in my community were touched by that incident. And so Eastwood High, the reference to Clint Eastwood and the westerns and you know, all that type of thing, and the high school experience. So I have two teenagers, my daughter who just graduated high school, and my son who's going into 10th grade, and it is like the Wild West out there. It's hard times for everybody out there, and keep your kids safe, you know. Let me just jump into this real quick, and you'll get a feeling for what gives it the Western feel. So. Sounds terrible. I don't know. I'm trying to dial in a sound live, and that's just dumb. That's better. That's a little bit of it. It's got this really nice jumping back and forth between that octave on the open E. Anyway, that's a little taste of Eastwood High before we hop off. Lots of open strings and lots of string bending and stuff. It's a fun one. So the songs kind of run the spectrum, just like me, I guess. The songs are very much on the spectrum, but yeah, punk rock and some country infused riffs here and there, and then some that are very metal to come, you know. So this has been fun. I'm having a blast. I hope you guys had fun too. I appreciate all the likes, and I appreciate all the activity out here in the chat. So, yeah, punk forever. Abs-freaking-lutely. That's you over there, Travis? Yeah, dude. Because you quoted Suicidal Tendencies in the comments on Instagram, and I was like, oh man, I'm so working on that. Probably just blew it. fun times. Yeah, punk forever, and metal forever, and a little bit of country forever, I guess. So that's where we're at for now. I'm gonna do a little bit of an update here in my pad, and put that back in the trap keeper. Until next time, it's been fun. Thanks for popping in, and again, eternal gratitude for all the fun. I'll see you guys on the gram. I'll be hopping on there before I go to bed anyway. So see y'all in the next one. Thanks again.